Going up, up, up to the upper Marae, where stories lift and voices fly. Put your tea towels down, let your worries fade. Open the gates, let the memories cascade. In this podcast world, we give it our best. So grab your cup or come say hi, no jest. We're going up to the upper Marae, where conversations flow and spirits can't lie.
Mālō lele and Mālō aupito, and welcome to the Upper Marae. I'm one of your hosts, Dr Alexander Stevens, Te Aotearoa. And this week we're looking at Tongan Language Week, celebrated from the 16th to the 22nd of August 2026. It's our continued theme, supported by Hongafolu taxis owned by Sione Finau. So today we're talking about all things Tonga, our language, culture, food, family, faith, bit of music, lots of humour, history, identity, and of course, what does it actually mean to be Tonga in Aotearoa and across the world? Sione Mālō.
Mālō.
So you're going to be our teacher. This is your culture, your language, and your opportunity to take us into the Tongan world. So let's start with something simple. Imagine Nigel, Irie, and I have just arrived in Tonga and know absolutely nothing. What are 5 things we need to know or say in Tongan?
I should have asked these questions in advance.
You should have, but you didn't. What are 5 things? Like, let's just go with the basics. What about hello?
Hello would just be Mālō lele.
Right. One word. You got 4 more to go. You're doing well.
Greeting is, or you could just use Mālō as in hello or thanks.
Okay.
Or whatever is around. I guess
Right.
a service you you get with. I think the last time I've been to Tonga was in maybe 2016.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's obviously changed at the time. I think when I was in Tonga, like street signs had just become a thing.
Did they?
Yeah.
What
So
were they beforehand? How would you get from place to place?
people just knew the landmarks.
Well,
And roads was just being developed, I think, at that point in time as well.
You're doing a good job as Tongan ambassador. Let's go with thank you very much.
Mālō aupito.
How are you?
Te hake.
I'm good.
Oku saipe.
Is that the formal way of doing it, not saipia?
That's not really the formal way. It's just
Oku saipia.
yeah, I'm good.
Rather than just good.
Yeah, or you can just say saipe.
I see. And then we'll switch around. Ofatu?
Yeah, it's love passed on to you.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's give our listeners a bit of an example. Give me an example of when I greeted you with a good night, but I did it informal versus informal. What was your experience?
Oh, what did you say?
Do you remember this? You said good night. We were working on something, and you said
Yeah.
good night, and then I did it in the formal.
Yeah, because
In the formal way. Do you remember this?
no, I remembered it, and I had to ask my mum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she knew it.
And what did she give you like a funny look, thinking, how does he know this, or?
Yeah, because it's not commonly spoken in places that I'm familiar with.
Okay, I did not know this.
So yeah, I had to ask mum because there's different languages and kind of spoken in Tonga. How Pacific.
What would you normally say? Mālō e pō or something? Well, pō is night in Māori, so I'm just trying to blend it. Mālō e pō?
I can't remember the other. I can't remember the you mentioned before, but
Moie or something? Don't look at me like this. I'm trying my best. You're the ambassador.
poor performance. But yeah, different. It was kind of grouped into different categories in the Tongan language, which is you've got your commoners, and then you got like, I guess the chief language.
Yeah.
And I think the royals had their own language.
Yeah, so 3 different structures.
Strands.
That also represents hierarchy, though, right?
I would assume so.
And from what you've shared, although from sources who knows where, that
From the vine, grapevine.
Yeah. That the royal Tongan language is very similar to Māori.
Yeah. I can't remember where I heard that one from. But like the language is kind of different. That's why it's interesting that the common language is kind of close related to like Samoa.
Yes.
Like the
So not Māori.
I mean, you would argue that some of the Māori words are in relation to Tongan like Tongan common language as well. But there are similarities with the royal language as well.
Right.
But I haven't took the deep dive into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
When somebody says Tonga, what immediately comes into your mind?
Someone says Tonga. Probably the Tongan flag.
Yes.
The big, beautiful red and white. So for the Tongan flag, what the flag symbolizes is the red represents the blood of Jesus Christ, and there's the cross. So really, that's the of Jesus dying on the cross for the people of Tonga. I'm gonna have to summarize the whole story of Tonga, but what had happened was Tonga Islands were all like pretty much its own segregated villages or islands, places. So technically, Tonga back then was its own island, and we all, I think the villages was like, for better words, is like was its own country. Like each island was its own country. I think it was ruled in different things until the first king of Tonga came into power. How he came into power is I guess people say that he united Tonga.
Right. Well, he who wins tells the story.
Well, yes, that's it.
Right.
Yes.
To
But
be clear,
for the sake of this language,
right.
we'll say he united Tonga, and they say that Tonga wasn't colonized, and the way like it wasn't colonized, I think this is the only perspective I heard. There's many people who will tell different perspectives.
Yeah, sure.
But for this one, that I've learned was that he gave the land to I think the heavens or to God.
Mm-hmm.
So then Tonga became like a holy land, which could never be, I guess, taken over.
Right.
And yeah, poor memory, but that's the story I was gonna told, and that's why I guess in relation to the flag, it kind of resembles Tonga being like a sacred place. Because you can't. Oh, I think the way they perceived it was, you can't colonize a land that belongs to God.
I see.
So that's why the flag represents like the death of Jesus Christ, the cross. Why it's red.
Yeah.
I can't remember the background being white, because either there was a significance to that as well. But then the Tongan Christian that has its own significance as well. I can't remember it.
That's okay.
But yeah.
From your perspective, what is the best Tongan food at a family gathering?
It's hard to say what is Tongan food and what isn't.
Sure. The answer is your mum's cooking, but
because
okay.
time has like changed over time, because you could even say chop suey is like a shared dish with Samoans and Tongans. Probably the only thing that differentiates Tonga compared to other cultures might be like Otai, I think.
Right.
Otai is the fruit drinks.
Okay.
And I think that's like the traditional dish that isn't seen in any Pacific
that you've
islands
seen
that I've seen.
Right.
I was gonna say horse, but like
I was gonna bring this up, but since
I was gonna say like these Europeans who actually have it as part of their dish as well. So the horse is not really a Tongan dish.
No, but how would, since you raised this and I haven't, and since we're here, how do you prepare horse in your own? way?
I think it takes time because the horse
it would be
meat's
just
really
pure muscle.
Yeah,
it's just
really
be pure
strong
muscle,
and it takes time.
It would be. I haven't eaten it, but I would imagine it'd be quite gamey.
Oh, I love it. I like it
because it'd be fibers and it literally is muscle.
Yeah, but like it gets softer. Depends on who makes
What, you have to boil it, or
it. Yes. I've never
would you
cooked
stew it,
though.
or would that be you haven't?
I just eaten
So
it.
you haven't tasted many of these traditional Tongan foods. You haven't prepared horse, but you
Yeah,
absolutely
but
love it.
yeah, I love it. Yeah. And because there's horse pies at some sort of bakery.
They've brought them back now that they've
Yeah.
been given.
A supplier who
Yes,
can
who's
provide it.
certified.
Yeah.
I mean, when that makes the news, you just know that you're doing well. You get 10,000 people liking it. You're like, wowzers.
I think the other thing was people were kind of sad that it got taken off the.
Yes, of course.
I was like, oh wow.
Could be a dangerous question, but who makes the best Tongan food in your family?
Uh, it would probably be Pussy's family.
Oh, really? So not your immediate family, extended.
Yeah. So Pussy and him actually make some pretty good food.
Shout out to Zeducation.
Yeah, and
Podcast.
Malolo as well. So
Okay,
Pussy's brother.
And what do you, and so what is their signature dish? What is the
I think Kalolo's one is chop suey, but it's actually Pussy's wife who makes some pretty good stuff.
shout out to our Māori whānau for making the best Tongan food.
She makes some good desserts.
Does she?
Oh yeah. I definitely remember eating some of that.
Which is ironic because, you know, within
yes,
our
as
brotherhood,
well.
I make good
Oh yes.
desserts for you as well. So it's good to know you've been surrounded by indigenous people to help you, Sione. Let's switch to I don't know. Let's say let's go for family whakaapa and community. So let's talk about respect. What does respect look like within that Tongan family context?
You know, it was like kind of interesting for me because growing up, like I saw it, but like I never kind of contextualized it. Like
Right.
someone never explained it to me until I took the Tongan Language course at MIT.
Yeah,
I did my level 3 and level 4.
Yes.
So during my level 3, I think, how old was I? I was like 24?
24, yep.
24?
Yep.
I was doing
You make out like this was years ago. It was like 2 years ago, Sione.
That's so long.
Oh my,
That's so
24 months.
long. And I remember that time we were talking about values, and then our Tongan teacher at the time, we were discussing values, and then she kind of discussed like why we do certain things, like our like respect for females. There's a reason why, like it's the dad's sister,
Right.
and it's just been a tradition that's passed on for years and years. We have like reasons why we give mats in exchange of different significant events, and the reason why we like provide mats is because there's a value to it.
Right.
In terms of the time it takes to make the rich history behind it, and the reason why we give it at like funerals or weddings was a sign of respect.
Yes. You're talking about the fahu.
Yeah, the fahu system, but for the mats, like it's still under the value of respect. Ka papa.
I think from memory it's because Tongan kinship dictates that the sister, how do you say sister in Tongan? Like it'd be wakine in Māori. Well, it must be something similar.
I think it's still fifine. Damn, you're
There you
really
go.
testing me.
It's inherently or has a higher status than the brother, you know.
Oh, so it's okay.
So
Yeah.
Anyway, but please continue.
Where was I? Oh, yes, the value of respect for our papa. So, those are examples of like why we, like provide mats,
Sure.
in significant events, or why females are, especially that they had sisters, are kind of regarded in families. And what's another one? Why we always sit on the ground.
Yes.
So we're never seen, I believe, as higher as someone else.
When I saw your mum do this, I thought they had such humility.
Yeah, that's
I just thought, did it skip a generation? What happened?
Well, because over
but
time,
it was beautiful though, because you remember when people were trying to pull her up.
Yeah.
And I was saying to Marama and Nigel that you invited to your graduation ceremony.
Oh, that's right.
It was beautiful to see.
So when you talk about our values of whakapapa, like we also look at our other values as well. So, I think we call it whakave'ikola, the 4 golden threads, or there's another way of saying. So there's whakapapa, which is respect.
Yeah.
Got loto toa, which is humility.
Yes.
Mahi mea as perseverance.
Okay.
What's the other one? Mahi mea.
You're doing well.
There's a 4th one. You gotta give me time.
We'll play some music during this meeting. Tohiva?
Yes, Tohiva. That's the 4th one.
Oh, amazing.
And that's like the nurturing of relationships.
Yes.
And this
well, if you look at va or wa, it would be the space
to
manaki, to look after. Keep going.
And this was set by the first king. So these were what connected people, or what was used to still unite the people. It's kind of shared values at the time.
Do you know what? Is this part of Tongan research methodology? Just swapping to my area of academia.
No.
Do you think that we could look at doing?
No one's looked at whakave'ikola like as a methodology. They've only looked at
Not
it like
yet.
Oh, yes.
But maybe. But well, as far as what you know, but we could ask Philip, our librarian at AUT, if that's the case.
I mean,
how cool would that be?
When I looked into the Tongan methodologies, and specifically the education, oh my gosh, really being tested. The Gagala framework.
Talk to us about the Gagala framework.
So the Gagala framework was created by Professor Konaihelo. And she created at the time to help. I think it was initially designed for Tongans to help conceptualize education, figure out a pathway to support our education in Tonga. And then it grew, I think, so much that it influenced a lot of the Pacific region. And it was...
That is the power of research.
Yeah. And I think it done so well that then it became the Gagala framework, then to the Gagala research framework, where other researchers wanted to help elevate it because I think they saw that that framework still had so much potential to give, and that's the current methodology at the moment, the Gagala research framework. Anyways, the reason why I bring up this is because when I was looking at Pacific frameworks, I guess the most common or well-known one is the Gagala research framework and the talanoa methodology.
Yes.
And I'll say these are the 2 strongest Tongan ones, because other Pacific frameworks wasn't able to get through the academia door. And there are Pacific frameworks, but they're just not. I don't think you could argue that it's there's academic validity. Because there's so much to get something to be academic.
Within a Western context.
Yeah.
Well, your framework, Te Ao Mawhana, that we helped do together while you're a master's student in mental health and addictions, is a good example of a framework that exists.
Yes.
How soon will it be available on the library a year later, Sione?
To be confirmed. Anyways, back to the Tongan language.
No, back to you. So I'm thinking, because you've got a good example of a framework that has validity, that could be useful. That's combining my framework, Te Ao Marama, with Tongan concepts, and then looking at a bicultural approach, because within my own family of having Tongan and Māori nephews and nieces, it is, I was just thinking that you're a good example of blending, ingenuity with creativity to find ways to support communities like like Tonga, for
I
example?
think it's always like, I think that not just me, but I've actually seen there are frameworks that have published in their masters or their PhD, but there seems to be a barrier.
Yes.
In terms of allowing Pacific people to be creative. And I think it goes back to a lot of the conversation we've been having prior in previous podcasts, but
Yeah.
I do believe there's still some barriers for many Pacific we have in New Zealand at the moment,
Sure.
especially our Tongans we have at the moment. But yes, Tongan research framework.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a year from now yours will be published.
Yes.
Kind of ready to go?
Yes.
Let's talk about the theme for Tongan language, which is... Come on, Sione.
It's so funny that like you only just bring it up now.
You've had a whole week to prepare for this. Don't you blame me for your bad preparation.
So, from the Ministry of Pacific Peoples, the official 2026 theme is Koe Tauhiwa, Koe Whehui Mahuinga, Ia ki he Mo'ui ai Tonga. So our music is a vital strand of our Tongan culture is this year's theme.
So if we look at music, who is a couple of famous Tongan artists from your perspective? There's a whole lot to choose from, isn't there?
There's a whole lot. I think Five.
No, but you know.
Five.
No. Which ones are the ones that kind of stick out for you?
I mean, do you remember Devolo?
Yes, of course I do. I used to work at Hunter's Plaza in Papatoetoe at Sounds Music, and Dawn Raid Entertainment was literally around the corner. So, yes.
I liked his music. Who was the other one? There was a dude I went to high school with. His music was pretty cool at the time. I don't know if he's still doing music, but his name was Sonatani.
Oh yes, he sung Birdie for the Smoke Free Rock Quest.
I thought that was such a cool song. Surely there's I don't know. Nah. Some Tongan rappers. I don't know if they're actually Tongan or not.
Again, you had a whole week to prepare for this. You only had a whole week, so
I'll just put those on for now.
Well,
but there are talented musicians that are Tongan at the moment, and there has been some number one Tongan, I guess, hits that I would assume people are Tongan.
Right. The most generic, bland AI statement ever, brother. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, music is such a powerful thing in Tonga. I don't think we've recognized it. How powerful it is for most of us at this point in time, because we've got other things like to worry about at the moment, like obligations, like finances, like employment within New Zealand.
Right.
But music plays actually an important part because in churches, like we sing, in funerals we sing.
Okay.
Different points in our events we sing, and I think it started. I guess if we started at the foundations of music, I guess I put a disclaimer here because I'm not well versed in the Tongan music, but what I can say is, from what I have read, was it started with poetry.
Yeah.
And Queen Salete was...
Well, this is who I was going to choose.
Yeah. Queen Salete was one of our...
I thought you were going to go urban, I'll go traditional. And I was gonna pick Her Late Majesty Queen Salete Tupou III. Because she was quite a master poet and composer who wrote numerous traditional Tongan songs, laments, and dances. And some of the ones that I like are called like Silver Locket. Loka
Siliva
and Neptune.
Nepituno.
That's the one. And Nepi, one more time?
Nepituno.
That was composed to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip to the Kingdom of Tonga back in 1953. 3 as part of their Roa tour.
So that song is the song around the galaxy and planets. So Nepituno is
Neptune.
Neptune. Yeah. Now I only know parts of the song because it has been a while. But that was a fun fact. It was our song that we used for our Tongan performance when I did.
Oh, really?
We call it Polyfest.
Was that at the ASB Polyfest?
Yeah, when I was in high school. I only did it once in my high school time, and that was in year 13.
Right.
My last year, and then I think we played something. But I do remember that the Nepituno was our song because I think that theme at the time was a poem selected by Queen Salate.
Yes.
And all the schools had to fit their performance around the Queen's poetry.
Did they?
Yeah, there's the same themes. So, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
So which do you want to translate at least maybe the first part, or was there something that you enjoyed about it? You were talking about the lyrics.
I'll probably save that for another.
I thought as much. Mālō, aupito.
But coming back to it, like, so I think they would say that Queen Salate might be the reason, or one of the reasons why that Tongan education would manage to flourish.
Yes.
Because she put part of education into poetry, and it was to always focusing on the next.
Yes.
Until someone proves me otherwise. Until an actual historian looks into it.
But do you remember when we went to that Pacific concert and they sung all her songs, most of the songs that she had written?
Yeah.
Because she was quite a prolific writer.
Mm.
And then when you contemplate that, it's been 61 years that she died, her legacy still continues on in music.
You would say that she was kind of ahead of her time?
Yes.
Because she was a female. I think she was advocating for, women's rights.
Yes. But remember, though, in Tonga, this is the thing that I always... When most society says that people say, that there's no society that values women equal to men.
Oh, true. Is that current?
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of Western Euro thinking. But they never factor in Tonga as an example where actually that bucks the trend.
When would they ever consider Pacific?
Yeah, I know. But that's why I always tend to kind of wince, because I think actually it's not true.
Mm.
Pacific and Māori cultures, pre-European settlement, valued wahine. Yep. From a Māori perspective, our women were seen as the creators of life. They literally created life. Why would we want to...
and you guys have
damage, hurt, maim.
Have gods that are females as well.
Indeed.
And that's like how, I guess that's one reason to believe that Māori valued females.
Yeah.
Tongan culture was one. Even in Samoan culture, one of the gods of war is a female, which is interesting. So
true.
So Pacific did value women.
Absolutely. Let's finish by looking forward. Imagine a Tongan child growing up, and let's say yours, actually, when this happens, Sione, and let's say maybe their own generation, say 2050, what do you hope they'll know about Tongan language? Except who the dad is.
No. I hope they just delve into the culture.
Yeah, sure.
It's just delving into it, because everyone has their own pathway, whether they're old or young, and just to start from there, because you never know what you don't know until you jump in.
Yeah, sure.
And I think even with our music, just learning our historic poetry is a good start.
Yes. So 7 days, 7 pieces of language. Use them with your family, friends, colleagues. Don't worry about being like myself, perfect. It's about listening, learning, thank you, Sione, speaking, and you can keep the language moving. To our Tongan families here in Aotearoa, throughout the Pacific and across the world, this week celebrates who you are. Mālō, aupito, ofa atu. Any final words, Horsey?
Mālō.
And Moriora.
In this magical world.